Hey, so my name is Rachel. I have a 20-month-old son, and he has been cloth diapered for pretty much his whole life. Even the smallest cloth diapers are a little bit comical and, too big for a newborn, so we didn't right when he was first born. But right now, about 90% of the time, we cloth diaper. The exceptions are nap time and bedtime, and if we go out in public. If we're making a short outing, we'll keep a cloth diaper on him, but if we're going out for several hours or a day, it's just more feasible and manageable to do disposable diapers. I'm doing this video because a couple weeks ago I posted on Facebook and Instagram about cloth diapering, and I got a really positive response, and I actually had some people message me privately and have some questions and wanted to know what I did and how I did it. So I thought, make a video to share. So if you're somebody who cloth diapers or knows a lot about cloth diapering, you may not want to watch this. It probably because you don't need to know any of it, but also I don't really follow a lot of the seeming rules that there seem to be around cloth diapering. I'm fairly crunchy. I do all the crunchy things, including cloth diapering. And when I started to research, okay, what do I need and how do I do it? Because I knew I wanted to cloth diaper when I found out I was pregnant. I honestly was a little bit overwhelmed, and I was also kind of turned off by the sort of high maintenance rules, and it just seemed like there was a lot to it. I also did not like that even though a lot of the moms doing cloth diapering might consider themselves to be all natural and they want to do it because it's better than using, doing a lot of waste. I also was turned off by the fact that everybody said you had to use these heavy duty chemicals and conventional detergents that frankly are poisonous, and I did not want to put on my child, and I don't even put on myself or the other members of my family. So I'm going to try to keep this brief. I want to show you what's worked for me. This has worked for me and my child and my schedule and how I do things. I don't know how to cloth diaper any other way. I kind of just, I wouldn't say I made it up as I went, but I took things that worked for me, and this is how we do it. So we use pre-folds. They're called pre-folds. They look like, I'll show you a smaller one. They look like this. I guess they're called, I don't even know why they're called pre-folds. I think it's because they have this right here and right here. There is like a stitch that allows it to fold really easily. Okay, and there's a lot of ways you can do this. When I started reading, I'm not going to show you all the ways, but there's like those diaper clips you can buy, and you can just like put this straight on your baby and clip it around them. That never worked for us because my child is huge. My child was born almost 9 pounds. He is 20 months now, and he's already almost 3 feet tall, and he weighs 30 pounds. So this never worked for us because it always felt like it was too tight on him. So what worked for me was taking these pre-folds, and this is, I think this is apparently called a pad fold, right? It looks like a pad for women. But what I do is I fold it like that, but then, okay, this is a little awkward. I make one side a little bit wider. Like I kind of fan it out a little bit. I guess this is called an angel fold. So let me show you how that works. Then I got diaper covers on Amazon. I have some, I think the brand is called Thirsties, but I actually found some really good diaper covers on Amazon. And these are not, I know there's ones that have like the inserts. I don't have any inserts. So these are diaper covers that I got on Amazon. I will put the link in the caption of this, but these are like between $7 and $9 each. And they have tons and tons of buttons, so you can adjust, when they're smaller, when the baby is smaller and the diaper needs to be smaller or shorter. You have those buttons to make them shorter. And then also these buttons can go in further when they're tinier. And he has worn this diaper cover from probably 4-5 months old to still using it today, because these can come out and these can come out. So I will put the link in there. I mean, stock is always changing on Amazon, but I've got these on there and they make some really cute patterns. I didn't really buy a lot of those expensive brands. Most of them are just these ones from Amazon that work really well. So here's what I do. Sorry. I take this is a bigger one. This is the size he's using now. So there's that size, there was this smaller size, there's this middle size, and then there's an even tinier size that had yellow stitching on it. That was when he was like a newborn. And as he got bigger, and as the cloth was maybe soaked more quickly or soaked more easily, we upgraded to a bigger size. So what I do when I change him is I fold it like this into the tri-fold. And then this is the front part. This goes over the groin right there. And this is the inside, right? And so this is a flap that's intended to, you can insert the diaper into that part there. So I fold it as much as I need to, so that that fits in there, and then that works out well, especially if you have a boy, because they're gonna be peeing more up here, so there's like a little bit extra padding, right? And then in the back side, so this is where the bum will be, I just make sure it's in there, and then what I do once it's in there is I kind of pull it out a little bit like that, so it's covering the whole bum. So this back side where the bum is ends up being wider than the front area. So if I took it out now, it would be like that. I wash these diaper covers in the washing machine. I usually try to do it cold and gentle so that they're not, so that they get as much wear as possible. I also try to dry them, air dry them. So I have like an air drying rack, or if it's nice outside, I will put them on the clothesline. So this is what's worked for us. So one thing that I would change is that I would get a lot more of these covers. I wish I had way more covers, because then I would wash them less, but I just don't have many, and I just never got more. So I would get as many of these as possible. And then you can do one, as many times as you need to do a load of covers, and then do a load of I guess they're called pre-folds. So this is hard to show, but you probably don't need to know how to put this diaper on, but you just, they're laying on the diaper, the changing table, and you just find the appropriate snap so that it's not cutting off circulation to the legs, but you want it to be snug, and you want to make sure that there's not a bunch of gaps, because then poop will just go everywhere, right? So I'm just gonna snap this on. And if they've got skinny legs, you can make the snap where the legs are a little bit tighter, okay? And then once I have this on my son, even to this day, like I make sure it's falling down because of this bear, but I make sure that, once he's all changed, I go like this, and I make sure that this is covering his whole bum, right? So I like kind of fan it out even more. So it's covering his whole bum and front. Okay, so on to what I consider to be the most controversial part of cloth diapering is how to wash them. I had a lot of concerns about what I was reading, because I feel like you can be somebody who wants to cut down your bill, right? Cloth diapering is super affordable. Up front, you have to buy a lot of covers and a lot of inserts, but at the end of the day, you're not spending, oh my God, what would it be? $80, $100 on diapers a month. It's just crazy. And you have to put in a little work with the cleaning. But I was concerned that like all these crunchy moms were using like Tide and Gain and all of these things that I know are really bad for everyone. So despite being told not to do it, I wanted to see how the detergent I feel comfortable using worked cleaning my child's diapers, and they have worked wonderfully. I mean, this is a diaper that's been used many times. This is a diaper that's been used many, many times. So is this one. I mean, and these are large diapers now where I have a child like taking poops that like look like adult type poop. They're not baby poops. So here's what I use. My number one choice is Young Living's Thieves laundry soap. A little goes a long way. I do half capful of this, and then I add baking soda. I use hot water. And then if your cycle has a soak setting, I put it to 15. Sometimes if they're extra dirty, I do 30 minutes of soaking before they wash. I also add baking soda. I think I would say maybe a quarter to half a cup of baking soda. Baking soda is just really good for, I use baking soda for everything. It's like a booster for cleaning. So this is my number one choice. It's hard to see on the screen, but this is a plant-based, non-toxic cleaner, and I wanted to make sure that that's what was on my child. My second favorite is, this is Simple Truth brand. I get this at Kroger. It's actually spilling. This is their free and clear laundry detergent. And I did a lot of research about every single ingredient in here. There's not even that many ingredients. But this is a very clean cleaner. A lot of these free and clear ones are not what they pretend to be, but this is actually an extremely clean option for doing laundry. So, and it's affordable. They're both affordable. Number one choice. Second choice, sometimes I combine the two. Hot water, one of those soaps, a little bit of baking soda, let it soak, and sometimes if the diapers are extra dirty, I'll just do 2 cycles. In the winter, I obviously dry them in the dryer, but now I live somewhere where I have a clothes hanger outside, a line, so I hang them out there, which is also beneficial because you've got the sun that's bleaching out the linen, and it's not using more electricity, and it actually like makes the diaper smell really fresh and clean because it's the nice fresh air. So that's how I clean the diapers. How I store them, let me just grab it real quick. I never got a diaper genie. I read that they were just a lot of maintenance, and you have to have specific bags so that you have to always be buying diaper genie bags. This is called an Ubbi, U-B-B-I. You can find these on Amazon. And how it works is, oh, it's locked, but just slide this open, put the diaper in there, this part, and never had a problem with smells. This part, when you need to empty it, it kind of works like a diaper genie. This is just a regular garbage bag. So you don't have to buy special bags. You can just we use 13-gallon garbage bags. And I just fill this until I'm out of diapers or until this is full. And then you just take this out, and I just dump this straight into the washing machine. Okay, so now the other part is how do I clean them? What I do is the moment I change a diaper, as soon as I'm done, I put him down and I go clean it. I'm gonna show you what I use to clean it. And then I put it straight in here. So I did read a lot about people like just taking the dirty diaper and having like a wet bucket or like a wet storage place where they kept them until they cleaned them. And to me, that just seemed gross. I'm just gonna be honest. I just spray my diapers right away and put them wet into this thing. I've never had an issue with mold. I've never had an issue with mildew or anything like that. But to me, the idea of just like taking a dirty diaper and sticking it in like a wet thing until I'm ready to clean them just was not gross, or was not ideal for me. I thought it was gross. So I'm gonna take you to see, I'm not good at video editing, so I'm just gonna carry you over to the bathroom and show you what I use. It's like a hose attached to my toilet, and I just spray it right in the toilet. And then I ball it up, wring it out in the toilet, and put it in this can that I just showed you. So let me show you. I'm closer to him napping now, so I have to be quieter. So let me turn this around. So this is a hose that attaches to your toilet. And it's pretty powerful, as you can see. So what I do is I just lift the toilet seat up and I just lay it in there, and let's just pretend there's a bunch of poop here. And then you just spray until all the poop comes off. Then you wring it out, fold it up, wring it out. Me again. And then go back over here to the Ubi can. I'm gonna turn this around again. Put the lock down, open it up. Oh, I messed up this because I was showing you. And then you stick your thing in there, close it up, and that's it. So that's what's worked with for me. Pre-folds. I'll link you to where I got the pre-folds. I got unbleached organic cotton pre-folds. I would try to get maybe 20 of each size. I don't know. I didn't have like an arsenal of cloth diapering stuff. I probably could have had a lot more, and it would have made my life easier to do it less times. But 20 of each size, newborn, regular, large. I don't even know what they're called. See, I'm telling you, I'm not a snob. I'm just telling you what worked for me. But I highly recommend using Thieves or Kroger Simple Truth brand, free and clear, nothing in it. To me, I think that's the most important part, is if you're doing this for it to be better for your baby and the environment and your baby's skin, you don't want to be putting toxic chemicals on your baby's genitals and right on your baby's skin that goes right into its blood. That was my biggest thing. So that is my highest most recommended, is just don't fall for the fact that you need to be using all of these heavy duty chemicals to cloth diaper, because it's not true at all. And if you disagree, sorry, this has worked for me. My child has never had diaper rash, and my diapers are super, super, super clean. So for those who asked for cloth diapering, how I did it, I hope this is helpful. If you would like to see something more specific, like how to do the cloth diaper, I can do like an overhead video to show you how I do it. But I just wanted to show you like what supplies I use and what has worked for me. Like I said, in the caption of this video, I will put the diaper covers, the pre-folds, and I'll also put a link to the detergent so you can look at the ingredients. But you have any other questions, just let me know. Like I said, I'm no expert. I just know that this has worked for me and my child and my lifestyle. So I hope this was helpful. Don't let cloth diapering intimidate you. It's really not that bad, and you will save money. You will save your child's skin, and you will save creating a lot of garbage, because diapers create an insane amount of garbage. Okay, hope this was helpful. Bye.